Hey everyone, happy Friday. My name is Chase. Welcome back to 5-Day Crypto. We are going to talk about Link today. That guy. We're going to look at Link versus the US dollar, of course. We're going to look at Link versus Ethereum, of course. And we're going to look at Link versus Bitcoin, of course. We're going to look at a few different time scales, but mostly we focus on the bigger picture. We're going to look at the weekly trends. So the bigger outlook, not the next 4 minutes, not 47,000% gains by tomorrow, although obviously that would be nice. But that's why we created this channel, to combat all the moon boys and the hype boys and pulling numbers out of random thin air. We focus on just what we see in the charts, relay our opinions on what we think could happen in the near future based on the history, based on the past, based on indicators, based on moving averages. That's it. If you liked the video today, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you feel like it. I would appreciate it. And let's go ahead and get started. So we have Link USD on a weekly chart. And this is going back to last summer bubble when Link hit $20, right? This is our kind of our liquid zone, so to speak. This is just my creation. So everything I give is my own opinion, not financial advice, but this is kind of where I see us hanging out for the foreseeable future. We have a temporary kind of ho-hum trend line. This is not really a big trend line. So for trend lines to be more concrete, you want to have more touch points on a bigger scale. So weekly scale is good, but you can see we only have really just a few touch points on here. Now, if you have a trend line that goes back for weeks or years or, decades maybe, that would be the most powerful, right? So look at the bottom line. This is going back to 2018, over 2.5 years now. So look at, we had 3 weeks basically touch points back here, another handful of weeks, 4 weeks right here, and we came back down right to it again with our big drop back in May, about a month ago, right? So now we are holding that as support. It is my opinion that we will continue to hold that support. Chainlink is very important to the crypto space, as you all are probably well aware of. I do not see this going below this trend line. Chainlink's time is coming in the not so distant future. We just need to remain patient. I think this is going to be the bottom, and you can see it's moving up week by week. I do not think we're going under $15, but time will tell, won't it? Obviously, if Bitcoin kicks the bucket, goes down to 20K, yeah, maybe we could get some brief moments below it, but I don't think that's going to happen. So this is kind of the trend I could see, just basically following this. Now, like I said, this trend line is not a big deal or a big, resistance right now. I just drew it just to give you a kind of a time outlook and to see where we're at roughly, right? So we can even remove that, but this is the most important line to watch right now. If we continue to go down, which we've been dropping the past 24 hours or so, a little bit kind of across the board, as you can see some red numbers over here to the right. Now let's go ahead and look at Link versus Ethereum. And Link ETH is due for a turnaround sooner than later. Ethereum generally tends to do a little bit worse in the summer times and going towards the end of the year. Link, on the other hand, tends to do the opposite, tends to do a little bit better towards the end of the year and in the summertime. So this could be key support that we're at right now. You can see if we zoom in here, we've already kind of double bottomed here, right? See that? And that coincides to our 2019 drop. Look at this. Now, macro, Link has basically just trended up against Ethereum. That's good to see. Not a whole lot of coins trend up against Ethereum. So that's a very strong key point. Now, also, maybe we start turning around here in the next few weeks. That will be great and ideal and moving into the summer, like we've said. Now, what could we expect to look for? Now, look back in this area. June, July, this is kind of the same time frame as to where we are now, right? So it kind of just went flat from basically June to July before takeoff. So if we take maybe a rough bars pattern and just overlay that, we'll just do this first move here, and you can just kind of see what it's capable of doing. Just that, something similar. Now, I'm not saying it's going to go, berserk quite this fast, right? But just an idea of how fast Chainlink can turn around. Maybe we have to drag this out a little bit or something like that. right? And going into next year, it makes a nice move, but or it doesn't have to do anything crazy like that because diminishing returns are real, and I do not think you're going to have moves this significant the farther into the future we go. Volatility will decrease as well. ROIs will decrease as well as we move into the next cycle, but I do believe that a move something similar or rhyming to this is on the cards in the next several weeks to several months against Ethereum. So we'll watch for that. Now we could be in this lull for another month, so you got to be patient. But look what it did back in 2018. After basically just going sideways for a year, final capitulation, and then moontime. So let's look for something, a big turnaround. You can notice this kind of a downtrend right here, right? Going back to our previous top last summer. So you can just draw this on a weekly chart and just get a rough outline here, right? So we really just have to break something out. Maybe we trend sideways for the next, few months and then break out of this, late summer. So we'll watch for that. We'll have updates every week. Let's go over to Link Bitcoin and see what we've done. Now, this is Link BTC its entire life. Basically trended up against Bitcoin. Again, find many coins that are doing this against Ethereum and Bitcoin. It's very rare. Link is, again, very important to the crypto space. It has a lot of use case. Okay, let's look at just the local, kind of the local 2021 support levels here, right? Now, as I've always said, like trend lines are kind of subjective, right? We could draw this basically anywhere. You just want to draw it with the most touch points. So that's kind of basically about right there is about all you're going to get. You can even come up here, you slide this down here, right? It's all technically correct. But the most touch points, the stronger it is. It really just helps you. It's all subjective. So until you get like many more touch points on this, like say you could draw this out for years, right? Going back all the way to Bitcoin's history, and it basically just trends up. So look for this. If we come back down here, I would highly suspect that this holds over the next few weeks. So this is about where I would draw it. Now, yes, we can obviously get wicks under here, but beyond that, I do not see any candles closing under this line. Not likely, in my opinion. We're not with something that's been this powerful for this long. Link trending up against Bitcoin its entire life is very powerful. And I don't anticipate that trend breaking. Now, maybe we could go sideways, like I said, for the next few months. We don't know. But, let's look at this kind of similar pattern to like these patterns, right? All just peaks and valleys, just basically slinky up the stairs. So if that continues, I mean, you could take whatever you want here. Let's take, maybe we do something, copy this for the next year, right? Go back up a little bit, come back down, come back up. I mean, it would be kind of par for the course. We clear it maybe next summer, next spring, something like that, and we make all-time highs against Bitcoin. This would likely put us well over $100 Chainlink. Depending on where Bitcoin is, of course, this could be several $100 Chainlink, but something like that could be on the cards. We'll watch for it. Looks about par for the course, doesn't it? So that's Link today. If you got any more questions, I'm happy to answer, but Link USD is just going to basically trend sideways until we get a major breakout. I think we're going to see either sideways or we're going to see a big move out, like something like this. We have to see a breakout of Link, and in order for us to do that, Bitcoin has got to show some signs of a little bit of strength without exploding or going towards all-time highs again. So the Bitcoin dominance is slowly creeping up. That's fine. That's par for the course too. When the dominance creeps up, it's usually prices are either dropping or Bitcoin, crypto. When all of crypto drops, Bitcoin dominance rises. That's just how it works. So if that continues, that's okay. We just want a slow creep up from Bitcoin, and that would be the catalyst that we would need for Link to kind of gain on it more, right? Because if Bitcoin's showing strength, but just a little bit, it can't just, Bitcoin starts doing these 5% daily or weekly candles, it's going to be tough for any coin, especially Link. Link likes to make sure Bitcoin is just safe and sitting around and doing nothing, as well as most of the market. Link tries to outperform most of the market when the rest of the market is not doing much. When it's going up or down, Link doesn't really like that. He's very sensitive. We have to nurture him, pat him on the back, and he usually becomes Hulk and goes into, you know, green beast modes. That's what we want. We want to wake Link Hulk up. Let's get that guy going. All right. This is a little bit of a long video. Hopefully you liked it, Link. I know it got a little bit of a monotone in it. There's not much to talk about, okay? We're not going to the moon right now, so I'm just giving you key levels to watch on the downside. That's the most important level. A lot of people think Link's going back to, you know, single digits. I've seen that. GTFO. It's not going to single digits. Are you kidding me? I'll take your bet. I have more Link than you, and I'll bet you any amount of Link you want that it's not going back to single digits. Write me a message if you like to take those bets. But let's enough for that. Let's get to our super special car of the day. Just got it yesterday afternoon. I talked about it on my last video. So this is, as far as I know, it's pretty rare. You have to buy these from the McLaren dealerships. So yes, it's McLaren. The McLaren Senna in a 1/18th resin model. It's got the glass doors, the real glass doors. You can see through it. Look at this. Put Chainlink sign right through there. Pretty cool, huh? So this is real factory color. This is direct. I got an invoice from McLaren. There's no other way to get it. I've looked all over Amazon, everywhere, eBay. No, not possible. Pretty amazing. This is the only one I've ever seen. The tri-exhaust. This is like a real wood. This base that it's on, if I can find it in the camera, the base is like real wood. It's got felt on the bottom. Pretty slick. The triple exhaust in the back. I mean, it's this like factory painted. Look at the paint finish. Glass roof, glass doors. Everything's like super legit real. Amazing looking. Pretty stoked about it. So it's going in my little light display case. I got a little light display case. I get excited about those. I don't know. I'm weird. But hopefully you have a great Friday. I'm going to make another video after this. We're going to go over like several coins, maybe like 10 different altcoins. We're going to look at kind of the same thing, levels to watch, what to look for breakouts, support, resistance, all that stuff. So remember to like the video if you're new. Appreciate you guys. There's nobody new watching this long. They clicked off minutes ago. But for all you oldies but goodies, OGs, I should have called you OG, not oldie. You're not old. Don't think it. Don't believe it. You're only as old as you feel. So I'm going off on tangents again. I'll just end the video now before I embarrass myself further. Happy Friday. I'll talk to you on the next video. Like I just said, be patient.